Everywhere new you go, it's always nice to have a starting point on what system and setups are working for people. For me, this is my go-to. Small section of tubing, going down to a running weight system, whether you use leads or stones. I'm a big believer in the Palatrack stones, caught millions of carp, chub and barbel on them over the years. The reason we use running rigs is one, bite indication. Two, I don't agree with dumping leads or dumping weights by purpose. Why would you? This gives, like I said, this gives you a lot better bite indication when fishing to margins or even when dropbacks might occur, bits like that. So the running system on here we found to be a lot more effective, and the hookup ratio, where everyone was using lead clips, the fish were getting a little bit wary, sometimes using that weight to bump the hook out. Whereas with this, when they pick it up, that weight slides away from the rig and it's very difficult for them to use that to abort your rig. Moving down from that, just a buffer bead or any bead you like to protect your swivel. I use quick links, each to their own, it's not that important. Now at the business end, I normally use a 6 to 8 inch fluorocarbon rig. On here, you do have little poisson shad, which at certain times of the year can tangle up supple and soft hook link materials. So I normally find myself using fluorocarbon around the 0.38 to 0.42 diameter. I think this stuff here is 16-pound gamma, going down to a size 6 wide gate Palatrack grips. As you can see here, I've got 3 grains of maize on this rig, and there is quite a big separation between the hook and the bait. We found this to be very important, and again, just resulting in putting more carp on the bank, which at the end of the day is what you're here to do. All my rigs that I use, whether I am using a braid or no matter what, I am always got a good separation between the hook and the bait. It's absolutely deadly on this venue. Another rig which I've caught a lot of fish on over the years, again going to this fluorocarbon rather than the braided materials. I will note, if I do use the coated braided materials, I find myself not stripping anything back, trying to keep it a little bit more stiff than really supple. And again, like I said, a long hair, having that separation between the hook and the bait can be all the difference between having a really good day's fishing or not so much. My third and final rig to show you, maybe a little bit different to what everyone's maybe used to using in France. So this is a combi rig with, as you can probably see, quite a small hook there. It seems that a lot of people think they come to France, you need big hooks because the carp are bigger. That's not always the case, especially with these small hooks. They get in, they hold really well. This again is a wide gate grips pattern in a size 10. A small section of 30-pound braid. After the section of braid, this goes down to a 0.48mm diameter fluorocarbon. This stuff here is gamma fluorocarbon. I swear by it, it's never let me down. I feel like the stiffness is there to help that hook turn over with a very little bit of movement for the fish when they pick your bait up. So again, you can see I'm using a very long hair. This rig, I'm normally using a small hook bait, normally 2 or 3 grains of maize. I've caught so many fish on this rig recently, guys, so don't be afraid to try smaller hooks.